Hello, and welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your 12 political questions out of the chat. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this microphone closer to me. There we go. Hopefully that'll sound a little bit better. And I am here with my tweezers, trying to get a piece of fuzz from that throw. It stuck on my nail, and I'm sitting here with my tweezers trying to get the fuzz off because it's stuck. You know, like you do. All right, so we have a lot to get through today, a lot of questions, and this is as good as I could make this. I was trying to clean it up, but yeah, okay, we're done. All right, my tea. So I've got my tea steeping, and Pamela says, the Miss I Love the Spotlight Cinnabon herself. Pardon? Oh, Ricky. And the star of the show, soon to be the 16th Doctor Who, Boo Boo Zen Kitty, and his companion, Autumn. Yes, the Doctor should come back as a cat. That would be cool. All right, I'll put this down here, and let's read on some questions. Okay. Oh, we're reading on stuff from last night, definitely. All right. Pamela says, Cinnabon wore the brightest yellow dress she could find on the rack. Oh, I heard about that. I didn't see it, but I saw someone said Kirsten Sinema. It was like Kirsten Sinema at the State of the Union address, and it was a picture of Big Bird. So I'm guessing, yeah. And then you had Cruella DeVille, asking, calling for Santos to bring her puppies. Yeah, it was embarrassing. When even McCarthy's shushing people, I mean, that's a thing. It's not like he's a great human being, but also I want to thank Kathy P for the nails. Look, I love these. Thank you. Thank you. So, all right, I have cards. Let's do some readings. Evelyn says Mansion wasn't happy. Really? See, I didn't watch it. I didn't. I was too tired. Roxy said it was hideous with wing sleeves. Oh my gosh. Holly and Fran says Cinema wore it because she craves attention and she has really bad taste. Yes. Yes. She's for pretty. The nails, not the yellow dress. Thank you. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I burned my candle at both ends for a little too long, so not 100% yet, but so that's where I'm sitting today, but it's okay. Tiger says, who dresses that woman? Unfortunately, she does. All right, let's have a look, because the first question is about I can. Boy, do they project. There was so much projection last night from the GOP that they could open a theater. Let me close that, and then hopefully I can get to here. All right, let me put this in, because starting at 5 minutes in, and thank you everybody for being here. Also, don't forget, I still need your questions, but we'll get to that. I'll go revisit that in a minute. But I still need your help on the community page. There's a poll today. All week, I'm going to be, today, tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to be gathering as much information from you as I can, if you wouldn't mind helping to try to make the fundraiser Friday night better. So at 5:30, Santos, who, yes, Mittens said he doesn't belong there, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, Santos literally accused Biden of gaslighting last night. Projection. As expected, the internet did its thing. Let's have a look at see what Twitter had to say, shall we? Because there is Sarah shared a Huffington Post article with me. State of the Union category is gaslighting, says George Santos. David Korn responded, hope you're having fun tonight polishing your Nobel Prize. Yeah. 10 out of 10 tweet, 0 out of 10 self-awareness. Yeah. Or gaslighting-ish. The guy who lied about his entire life to include his name and including his name and his mother's death, is lecturing us on gaslighting. Interesting tweet here from the Baruch College volleyball star. 0 self-awareness. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much the situation. So, hang on a second. 5:30. I think I've got this wrong thing. Anyway, hang on, let me refresh. Yeah, okay, so it started at 5:30. Sorry, this thing I hadn't refreshed the page. So, and then there was, well, this kind of goes with number 4. So I'm going to pull up number 4 here with Mitt Romney. And make this at 8. Mitt Romney was not happy to see George Santos at the State of the Union, a tense exchange between the two where Romney told Santos to his face he didn't belong there took place. Then afterwards, Romney repeated the sentiment to reporters and called Santos a sick puppy. Strong words from Mittens. A sick puppy. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Is your mother's cheek with that mouth? Can we expect more of these showdowns against Santos moving forward? I agree, Blue Eyes. Marjorie Trader Greene is a cartoon character. I was back in December 5th, The Atlantic actually had a long article on her, how she grew up, what she did with herself up until she was running for office. Like, why is she the way she is? It's really long. And I got about 2/3 of the way through it and was still going and going and going. So if you can get access to The Atlantic, you can learn a lot about where she came from. Thank you so much, Teresa. It makes a huge difference. Thank you. 10 of Cups. I thought Biden would do a good job. But thank you again, Teresa. All right, Queen of Cups, George Santos, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, 8 of Wands, the Sun, 6 of Pentacles. this isn't so much more confrontations. This is, who is this guy? His lies are nonstop. This feels like the sun's coming up and George Santos is lying. The sun is coming up today and George Santos is lying. And he's still lying here, still making himself look important. I don't have, these aren't cards of confrontation. These are cards of, he's just going to keep lying. And he's a pathological liar. He really is. Yeah. Yeah, Azalea and Electra Storm saying that how Biden did such a good job. Oh, good blue eyes. Lisa Graham says, I don't want to find out more about her. Well, I was trying to get a sense of why. And actually I feel like I actually learned more from her astrology charts that I went and looked at. But we can look at that some other time because, yeah, she's worth it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not getting a lot more showdowns. I wonder if the ethics. Well, let me see. Let me see if I get any more information on the showdowns, and then I can ask about the ethics committee. Two of Cups, World. This is him lying. This is his past. This is him making himself look good. This is him trying to be the center of attention. This is him trying to make money through. I'm getting nothing but George Santos lies. George Santos lies. George Santos lies. Whoops! Did I startle you? Did I startle you, sweetheart? Man. Well, that's all I'm seeing there. Let's look at the ethics, the gutted ethics committee at 13. Gutted ethics committee. Take down Santos. I mean, they have been gutted. They've been seriously weakened by the Republicans. So, so he says it's not worth delving into, just like Santos is not worth delving into. He lies. The end. Stephanie Martin saying, so did the Atlantic article about her have any answers? What I saw, not really. Hang on. Let's look at Santos and the ethics committee. Secrets. Oh, so many secrets, and secrets upon secrets, and secrets behind secrets. Again, world. He's looking for a way out. He's looking for what he can gain while he's got the prominence, and he's gonna. Yeah, this is. I'm just okay. They're gonna look at his. They're gonna look at his secrets, but it's just more secrets. It's just more lies. I'm not even getting answers. I'm just getting lying. It's completely untenable. His situation is completely untenable. I mean, even for a politician, there's only a certain amount of lying you can do before it's like, okay, hang on. Well, the thing about Marjorie Traynor Greene, the thing about her is, I really think that she had a very middle class upbringing, and here let me make a note of this, and I'll tell you what I think. 15 minutes in. Why is MTG like she is. I'll pull some cards on it too. She had a Marjorie Trader Greene. First of all, she lived in a county in Georgia where back in the teens, the 19-teens, the county drove out every Black person who lived in the county. So, Francis, I thought there was a bus of people who were supposed to go confront Santos and McCarthy. I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry, I don't understand. So, Marjorie Trader. So, through the 20th century, there weren't any signs that said whites only, Blacks only, or anything like that, because there weren't any Black people. And in that county, they made sure of it. So she grew up in an area that had zero diversity. And she didn't stand out. She had middling grades. She wasn't the prettiest. She wasn't the most popular. She wasn't the smartest. She was just there. People said she was pleasant. And then she went to a nearby university, and that's where she met her husband, her future husband, and they got married just before her senior year in college. Her father owned a construction company, and so she had, the normal kinds of middle class, upper middle class vacations and all this kind of stuff. And so she got married, and her husband was working somewhere else, but she started having children right away. She ended up having 3, and she stayed home while her husband actually joined her father's company. And then over time, she was miserable or bored or whatever. She started working out, and we know how that turned into a bunch of affairs. There's no secret about that. She bought a gym. She had that for a while. She worked for her father's company for a while, but she just stopped she just lost interest in it. And she was just on this downward spiral of misery. And that's when she had she had a blog for a long time. Oh, Mrs. Couture, thank you. Thank you. She had a blog for a long time. And on the blog, she was spouting right-wing rhetoric. And she was just getting more and more extreme. When had she ever been exposed? Even at college, she went to a very, very conservative university. She never was exposed, and she never exposed herself to a wider world. I didn't see anything about, even, she went on the school trip to Europe. She was part of the thing over here where she would have access and exposure. And she was just miserable. Matter of fact, there were some people saying that, there were quite a while before she sold her gym, she'd be working out, and in the middle of it, she just burst into tears. So she's a miserable human being. And just narrow-minded. And frankly, I think she has a particular look about her that I think lacks elegance. And I think because of that, people didn't treat her as being of the class she was actually in, if that makes any sense. And then she started getting into working out and things like that, which was also considered not upper middle class, elegant, Ivanka Trump gets up early to work out before her children wake up, that kind of stuff. No, this was a whole different thing. And so I think she had everything handed to her. And she was never exposed to the world, to other viewpoints, to other religions. Literally, she was born Catholic and then changed to a different church. And one of the reasons she changed to a different church is she was understandably so upset about the Catholic Church preying, the priests in the Catholic Church preying on children and getting away with it for so long. So that makes sense. It's like, I'm not putting my kids in that. I'm putting my kids over here. And that's where she got it into her head about pedophilia. And it just, oh my gosh. And it's everywhere. And this whole thing. So I think if she physically looked different, I think people would understand her a lot more. I think people could look at her and go, oh. I think if she looked more elegant, I think people would be like spoiled, ignorant, racist, bigot who's she's if she was, now I don't mean today, because there are a lot of people these days, there are people who go into pageants and things for good reasons, and they use it as a step up, and they, I'm not saying all pageants are bad, but I think if she had shown up looking like Ivanka Trump and she had been Miss Georgia Peach and she had all of this, we would look at her and go, oh, we get it. But she doesn't, so you don't quite know what to do with her. Yeah. She's miserable because she never had to fight for anything. She's got a strong Mars in her chart. She wants to fight, but she had nothing to fight for. She'd just get bored. Everything was handed to her. She wanted to get married. She got married. She wanted kids. She had 3 of them. She could make more money working for her father's company. She got a job working for her father's company, like Junior and Ivanka and Eric. I have one. So yeah, she's feisty, far right. Ignorance. Staggering ignorance. And if she wasn't yelling about this and she wasn't attacking others, what voice would she have? I mean, what would she be doing with herself? She sold her gym because she didn't want to be involved in that anymore. She was involved in the church, and then she got bored with that. She had a husband. She got bored with that. She worked for her father. She got bored with that. Sandy Miller says it takes, oh, hello, Sandy. Thank you for the nails. Thank you. It takes a tough woman to deal with male contractors. But it's questionable how much she was dealing with them. Because there was Taylor Construction, which is the business her father started, but her father expanded into Taylor Commercial, which wasn't quite the construction side of things. So, yeah, but she could put it to good and help people. But Lois says, let's hope she gets bored with government. Well, she's already complaining she doesn't make enough money. Electra Storm says she's not bored with hate, though. Not yet. AJ says you can be tough and still have class. Mm-hmm. But she's just all Page of Wands, far right, the Messenger. Traditionally, this is a card of the refugee. This is the card of not enough money. And this is messages about freeloaders. Lady, you have not had 5 minutes in your whole life where you didn't know where your next meal was coming from. Not once in her whole life has she been going through her pantry trying to figure out how she was going to feed herself or her family for the rest of the month. Not once. From everything I saw, not once. Not once. But she's going to lecture everybody. Wide open borders and giving out handouts, and she is as ignorant as a rock. Suburban Housewife says she's addicted to the chemical rush of dominating people. I think it was Steve Judd who was talking about people who have very prominent Mars in their charts. One of the best things you can do is get involved in something physical, dance, working out, something. But she gets bored. Oh, Annette, my gosh, thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Sharing my 60th birthday with you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Annette. Happy birthday to you and many more. Patty's asking, will Marjorie Trader be held accountable for being part of the insurrection? Alice says $174,000. That would be fantastic and a miracle. I know. If any of us were getting $174,000 a year, it'd be like, holy buckets. Yeah. The milk of human kindness lost on her. She is a, we joke about she wants to talk to everybody's manager. Traditionally, what are those women? Because they're not Karens. They're lovely women named Karen. We need a better name for it. But what are those? Spoiled, white, entitled housewives. Right? That's what she is. Star, Two of Wands, Magician, Lovers, Nine of Wands. Something about what she's doing is going to fall out of it's going to fall out of favor. She certainly was a star. She was bringing in a lot of money with her rhetoric, her horrible communication, standing up and being a bully, being dyed-in-the-wool MAGA. But it's not as cute as it used to be. Let's put it that way. Rose Blue says her entire salary was garnished for mask fines. Yep. Okay. Betty Cantrell's a Stepford wife. Angry affluenza. You know, the meme of Lindsay Lohan playing Elizabeth Taylor going, "I'm bored. I'm so bored." That's Marjorie Trader Greene. Sorry, I got groceries yesterday for the month, so I've got fruit. It's like, yay. Okay. Marjorie Trader Greene acted about as well as could be expected during Biden's speech, with even McCarthy appearing to shush her multiple times. The internet had something to say about how she was dressed. Yeah. Things like, I think my favorite was, "Santos, bring me puppies." She did look like Cruella de Vil. Other people were saying she looked like the Ice Queen from Narnia. Winter Queen, Ice Queen, whatever it is. Yeah. Did her antics go too far? Yes, Lisa, Cruella Taylor Greene. Yeah. M. Kelpie says, this is the same person who voted. She voted for a 15-hour minimum wage? This is the same person that voted 15-hour minimum wage. Really? That surprises me. Moon. Yeah, it was chaotic and just like, oh, sit down. You know, there's a point where it's not shocking anymore. It's just, it's like going to a comedy club and there's a heckler who's trying to derail the whole thing, and it's like, oh, shut up. You know? Hush. Well, she thinks she was going to get a big boost and raise her, you know, how much money she was going to get, people sending money in, and Linda Johnson said, I think she tried to look like a white balloon. A white fuzzy balloon. Yes. So I said, no, she voted down the $15 minimum wage. That's what I thought. This is, yeah, judgment. It's not going to, it's not as cute as it used to be, is what I keep hearing in my head. She really has no clue. She really does think that immigrants are dirty and welfare queens, all that garbage. It's like, lady, I'm sorry. I missed the point where your ancestors were all Native American. And she wants the far right victory. And she feels like she's the only one carrying it through. It's not as cute as you think it is. Betty says it was friggin' rude. I'm with you on that one. Mm-hmm. It's just rude. Wasted. Wait. Just like, I want to listen. Just, yeah. Waste of time. Childish. It's childish. You know, maybe the first time it happened, it was kind of shocking. And the second time it happened, it was like, oh my gosh. But this time, and from here on, it's just like, been there, done that. Lisa says she acted like she was at a football game. Yeah. Anyway, so lots about her. But 3530. Greene wasn't the only attendee who acted up. McCarthy seemed to be on babysitting duties and had to shush Republicans at least 5 times. Will he be taking folks to task today? I would think it would be the other way around, personally. It's not like he's a particularly... Yeah, Rose Blue. She acted like a howler monkey. Way, I think it was when... Do you guys remember way back when? When McCain was still with us. Bless his soul. And he voted thumbs down on destroying the Obamacare, that kind of thing. And as soon as he did that thumbs down, there were a bunch of Democrats who went, yay! And Schumer immediately turned to, he was sitting there with his arms crossed, and he immediately raised his arm and towards the Democrats, and was like, and everybody, they all immediately just went quiet. He was like, do not. Like, let this play out. Do not gloat. Do not, But he put his arm out and he made this kind of shushing noise or whatever it was he said, but it was something very brief. And he was just, and they all went quiet. You think McCarthy can do that to the Republicans in the House? Oh, McCarthy, you really did sell your power for a title. Empress. 8 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, Emperor. He is annoyed that they weren't listening to him, that they weren't showing him deference. He is annoyed about that. So that's, at least he's going to push back on that. I was kind of expecting the cards to be like, nah, Greene and all those others, they're just going to roll over him and attack him for shushing them. It's like, no, he's all up in his ego. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Let's see. Blue Eye says being bored makes you boring. Just a thought. Yes, my grandmother, bless, who was born on the 4th of July, whom I love dearly. My grandmother used to say, "Oh, Alfie." You say boring people are bored. And there's something to that. And you know what? I am never bored. I am so busy. Oh my gosh. So hopefully I'm not boring. 3930. By the way, when I came on, we were like 2 people away from 15,000 subscribers. So thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We'll celebrate next week. And I'll do I'll give away some gift cards and a reading, and we'll celebrate next week. So Azalea, I got my questions for today, but we could ask about Nancy tomorrow. Just throw it in the chat before I come on. Be awesome. Oh no, hissing. All right, hang on. I'm sorry. I have to make sure he's okay. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. Alfie gets nervous if somebody is stumbling around a little bit or is having balance problems or anything like that. So I wanted to make sure that there wasn't some other stuff going on downstairs. So all's well. All's well. It turns out that Alfie, it's 44 degrees Fahrenheit here, and he has decided he wants to go out. He really wants to go out, and that's not happening. So I guess they're bringing in groceries or something. So that's what he was yelling about. Okay. So let's move on at 42. Cindy had a question. Was McCarthy lying about the Republicans' plan to demolish Social Security and Medicare? McCarthy says they aren't planning on doing so, but will they actually if given the chance? Alexander says, I don't know how much tea those kittens drink, but I bet the creamer jar is empty. Yes. That's cute. Greta says, can you build them a catio? There's nowhere to really do that. Okay, McCarthy, will they actually try to gut Social Security and Medicare and what have you if they get the chance? 10 of Swords, not a good card. Yeah, that's not a good day. The World, 4 of Wands, King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Strength. Even Trump was saying, don't do it, don't talk about it. Bless you, sweetheart. Bless you, sweetie. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, come here, sweetie. Oh, the kitten. That was a look. Like, I definitely say don't do it. Not only because I don't want people to suffer, but because it's not going to go well for you. But do they want to? Absolutely. They're just trying to figure out a way to do it where they can get away with it. But these are big pillars. These 2 cards feel like big pillars on the sides where they don't have the opportunity. But yes, they want to. Valerie says, Alfie sneezed on your stuff and left. Yeah. Ricky says, ladies and gentlemen, Alfie has left the building. Oh, no, he's left the room. I hope he hasn't left the building. Kathy DeLisle says, my cats, of which there are 3, cannot venture out because they are delicious to other life forms. Oh, yeah, we're not going through that again. He is an indoor cat for the rest of his days. 4530. Eileen had a question. 4530. Sanders says the choice in the U.S. is normal or crazy. In the New York, Sanders said the choice in the U.S. was normal or crazy in the GOP response to Biden. Did she really not understand how that would play into Democratic hands, especially with Marjorie Taylor Greene heckling Biden? I didn't watch the State of the Union, but there was no way I was going to sit through Sanders. Whatever. How was it? Did anybody actually see it? Kay likes the pumpkin sighting. Jesse Hill says, my cat is harness trained. Yeah, I might have to do something like that, but. So there, Mama. Exactly, Rachel. Evelyn says it awesome. Cindy says it was wonderful. Agnes says it was awesome. Sanders rebuttal? Really? Kevin says 15 minutes of my life I will never get back. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but that's funny. Oh, poor thing. Oh, Holly says it was awful. She lied and also made it all about her. Ace of Swords. Sword of Truth. Sanders? Really? Knight of Swords. Judgment. 4. 7 of Cups. And 5 of Pentacles. Oh, she got chosen. Look at her. And she lied. And her state's not going to fare very well under her reign. That's what I'm getting. But, ooh, there she is in her short little tunic dress. Just kind of there. Hi! Are you having a bad day? Having a bad day? Is it frustrating? Is it frustrating you can't go out, dear heart? Because you are the good boy. Yes, you are. You are the good boy. You are the good boy. Yes, that was a proud tale. Yes, he's a proud kid. Oh, and earlier it was someone was saying about cats getting dry sinuses in the winter. I've got a little humidifier over here. That's why. Betty says she's so over her head as governor. Lucky Girl said, "Oh, Lucky Girl, hello. I hope you're feeling better." Biden's speech was awesome. Huckabee's hucka sucked. You guys are funny. All right. That was a whole lot of okay. 4930. 4930. Trump spent yesterday evening giving his own version of the State of the Union. Oh, please. Oh, please. And used the whole thing as to basically paint himself as the victim. The victim. Paint himself as a victim of Biden's weaponized Justice Department. 45 then went on to say Biden was the most corrupt president in American history, and it's not even close. Rejection. Does anyone care anymore what Trump says? Does anybody care? And thank you again, Annette. Thank you. Anybody care? King of Swords. He's got big legal problems. Prosecutors. I'm asking about, does anybody care anymore? And he's like, yeah, the prosecutors care. Prosecutors care what he has to say. Page of Swords. Devil. Two of Swords. Oh, Eight of Cups. 10 of Cups. The bully, he's so corrupt. He's got big legal problems. And there's a lot of evidence against him. It will all be laid out. That is the message. Does anyone care anymore what Trump has to say? The prosecutors. Prosecutors care greatly. Everybody else, not really showing up. Obviously, he still has supporters, but on the whole, prosecutors really want to know what he has to say. They're listening and hanging on every word. Okay. Oh, yeah, Valerie. Trump is deeply jealous of Biden. Oh, yeah. All right. Minor popcorn moment 52. The big popcorn moments aren't here yet, but there is a little morsel. 52:30. You know how Trump attacked DeSantis and showed the picture of him as a teacher with young female students, and he was holding a drink and said made all these accusations. DeSantis fired back at Trump's groomer rants and declared he doesn't have time to smear other Republicans because he's too busy doing his job, delivering results for Florida. How long will this social media slapboxing continue? Page of Pentacles. It's to get the people who were the MAGA supporters. It's a tussle to try to get those people. It's going to quiet down eventually because Trump's going to have, DeSantis is going to have some legal problems, but Trump, huge money problems, legal problems, more money problems. That'll quiet things down. Trump's going to be too busy. Trump's going to be way too busy to deal with any of that. So, yes, please. Can we move along with that? That would be awesome. Okay, so at 54:30, this could help some people. I hope this happens. Come on, work with me here. 54:30. Okay, Biden announced his plan of junk fee removal that will limit ATM fees and cap late fees on credit card payments at $8. Limit fees on credit card payments at $8. Wow. I mean, I'm guessing they can still charge interest, but they can't add a ton of fees on top of it. This could save low-income families hundreds of dollars a year. Will this go through? Gosh, I hope so. Two of Wands. Ace of Wands. A lot of wand cards. Six of... Yeah, I mean, it's like a modern debtor's prison, where you just get hemmed in and held down with all of being poor, all these fees you have to pay because you're poor, because you don't have a cushion, because you can't afford a cushion. Can he do this by executive order? Because if he has to go through the House, I'm not liking Wands, victory, far-right victory, and other Republicans supporting that, and people who are already hurting continuing to hurt. Can he do this by executive order? Because I don't know that this would get through the House. Four of people suffering. Two of Swords, Chariot, and the Devil gets in the way. I'm not, the cards aren't good. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. So, okay, 5730. Sean Hannity has lost his mind. 5730. I don't get it. I'm literally asking if he is flat up compromised. Because it's one thing to be, we shouldn't be spending so much money in Ukraine. Okay, look, I'm not saying I agree with you, but we could have an argument about that. We could have a discussion about that. How much money should we be sending to Ukraine? Let's talk about that. You have an opinion, I have an opinion. That's normal discourse, totally normal. Sean Hannity declared that Ukraine was a, quote, hostile entity against us, unquote. Ukraine is a hostile entity against the United States? Are you literally compromised? Are you literally cashing checks? What the heck? What the heck? That's really the question. Waiting for your ship to come in on the far right? Five of Pentacles, Justice, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands. It fits his narrative. Ukrainians, the people of Ukraine, really suffering. Us trying to balance out the overwhelming attack from Russia. Us going no, trying to balance that out on a big stage. This is the little right-wing messenger with his little pipsqueak. I don't know. Does he still have a show on Fox? Because he still does radio, I believe. Doesn't he do, like, he's on like, if you had a thing for Sean Hannity, it's like you could listen to him for most of the day. It's like, ugh. And he wants to complain about, okay, sweetie, you're okay. Did you have a nightmare? You're okay. Oh, sweetness. Hi. You're okay? Are you okay? You had a nightmare. Just jumped a mile. It's okay. It's okay. All right. He gets, attack the left. And it's popular among the crazy rhetoric is popular among his audience. That's what I'm getting. He's just a scumbag. Ricky's trying to decide. I don't know who I despise the most, Hannity or Carlson. I guess about 50-50. Oh, Carlson. Oh, it's Tuckums for me. And that voice and that laugh. You know me. You know I'm a sucker for people with a good voice. That's why if I was trapped somewhere and my choices were Glenn Beck, Tucker Carlson, or Sean Hannity, the lesser of the three evils is Glenn Beck. It's still pearl-inducing, but he's got the best voice out of the three, and he has the least power. Kevin Brazil, 15,000. Oh, did I hit 15,000? Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I never thought I'd get here. Thank you. Okay. Tim had a question. I don't know if I'm going to have a good answer for it. 102.30. But I'm going to try. 102.30. What will it take to bring Ken Paxton and Abbott to justice? Yeah, I've been reading on this recently, and I wasn't getting great cards. Like, things might not get better soon. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Well, I'm taking Kevin's word for it. Let's have a look. Okay. I need to go to my dashboard. Thank you. 15,000 even. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, at 104. What will it take to bring Ken Paxton and Abbott to justice? Kevin says, we look at these things. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. M. Kelpie, Holly, France. Yay. What? Thank you. Patty, when is Garland going to get Trump indicted? I take questions before I come on. Please, oh please, put your questions in the chat before I come on. Valerie says, I hope you are proud you did it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right, Texas. Bunch of unnecessary drama and stress as the far right are stirring things up, and Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You okay, sweetheart? Queen of Swords, Three of Cups, Justice? Hey, okay. So something they're doing will get knocked down. That's good. Actually, isn't Paxton being? Isn't he under and like? Isn't he being investigated, or hasn't he been charged with something? Thank you, Love Julie. Thank you, Deb at the Beach. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, everybody. Mel Broussard says Paxton's been under indictment for several years. Well, that's investigations. That's Happy Democrats, and that is big old justice card. But it's probably more Paxton than Abbott. Rose Blue says waiting 6 years after his indictments for trial. Oh, jeez. Isn't there a statute of limitations? Unless he just keeps delaying the case. Man o' day. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Pat. Yikes. 3 cards for Abbott. Ugh. Cruel King Abbott of Texas. And Paxton. Far-right victory. All right, Abbott, can we please see some justice here? 4 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups. This is more him attacking others. So the bubble and the humidifier, and now Boo Boo's over here like, what's that? Hi. Was there something in the humidifier? Sorry. He was just fascinated. This feels like Abbott doing the things, and yeah. Paxton, King of Swords, Temperance, 6 of Cups. Something. Look, well, obviously the prosecution was tempered, but you've got pleasant, like happier Democrats here. And you had this ending here with the Knight of Cups. So these are both good, happy Democratic cards. So maybe we're moving in a good direction. Alice says the statute of limitations stops once you're indicted, whether sealed indictment or not. Ah, thank you. Okay, we've got one more question. Alice says Paxton, as AG, controls all investigations in Texas, including of himself. Thank you, lucky girl. Thank you. Thank you, Froxy Roxy. Thank you, everybody. All right, 109. Okay, after a series of special elections, Democrats now control the Pennsylvania House for the first time in over a dozen years. Yes. Is this another sign that this important swing state might be turning blue? Oh, please, oh, please. Joyce says, Autumn, do you only want political questions for the game? Maybe some kitty or other fun questions? I don't want to just beg for help, but I'm kind of begging for help. I really need, I really want this to be successful for Kirsten. And I want people to be happy and laughing, and people to share this with others as much as possible. And anything I can do to help her, I want to do. So I need, it's going to be like, hopefully 2 hours, but maybe just, I don't know, because I may only have so much material, but I need need your help with questions and answers, especially if they're funny or, yeah, just keep it clean. That's really the thing, Rose Blue. Just keep it clean. Okay. Sorry. 1:10:30. 1:10:30. All right. After a series of special elections, Democrats now control the Pennsylvania House for the first time in over a dozen years. Is this another sign that this important swing state is turning blue? The post is on the community page. Or in the, if you're watching a replay, in the comments below. I'm not picky. 5 of Wands. The community page would be better because then other people can work with you. But all right, well, the far right, they're still trying to stir stuff up in Pennsylvania. I was born in Pennsylvania, so I have a weakness for, little soft spot for Pennsylvania. There's America. Well, America itself is more blue than red, but Marby, thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are great. Thank you. And I'm sorry the video thing didn't work during the social. That was sad. Anyway, sorry. Empress, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, Devil. On the right, they are losing their minds. I mean, this is, we're fine. We've got this. And then it's all the stuff we want to do, but wait, and it's corrupt. And suddenly, what do you mean the Democrats have all the votes they need to be controlling the House? Whew, they're all mad. Like a kick in a hornet's nest. Whew, they're mad. So what's going to happen going forward? Is Pennsylvania going blue? Bell, doesn't she do readings on celebrities? Could we ask a celebrity gossip question? I don't usually, but maybe one day. Maybe I should every once in a while. I don't know. Why not? I like reading on artists of any kind. I really enjoy that. I enjoy the energy of artists. So, 10 of Swords. Man, it's like we'll give up Pennsylvania over, if we can't have Pennsylvania, no one can, like what the heck is that energy? Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords, Queen of Cups. I'm ending in good cards for Democrats. We've got this. It's ours. It's ours. It's ours. They're lying. They're lying over there. They're terrible. They're awful. What do you mean we're not winning? And then we've got a whole bunch of Democrats over here like blowing raspberries. Yeah. Yeah. Joyce says, I put a few on the community page already. Please feel free to modify any of them. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. What a big day. Thank you, everybody. Wow. I don't know. I can't even imagine when I thought I'd get, because the channel grows so slowly. So slowly. So thank you, everybody. All right. Well, Lola Bell, I meant for the fundraiser on Friday for the reader who's ailing. For Kirsten Langston at Third Eye Champagne. Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anything. Anything you think could be fun, funny, enjoyable. Questions, not only questions, but even some answers. Oh, my gosh. Who was it? I've got to give you credit. Who was it who had the question, who put the question and answers in about Kavanaugh? Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. Thread of Hope asked the question about Kavanaugh. Cindy Lou, your answer. Wow, that was funny. That was funny. Anyway, just saying. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for the super chats. Really appreciate it. And the at PayPal, the donation. Thank you. It makes a huge difference. Wow. All right. So that's going to do it for me for today. But in 2 hours, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. I made a new timer. And yeah, we'll keep on keeping on. I'll be right back here tomorrow. And then Friday, and then Friday evening will be a special. There will be a Friday noon live stream as usual. And love to just on the community page for the Black and Orange community page. If you click on the name of the channel, it should give you the main page, and the options. One of them should be community. So anyway, yep, Rosevu, hasta mañana. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you again. Yes, Kevin, that's true, but your subs are real. Yes, and dedicated, and like many others on YouTube. That's true. That's true. I have no fake followers. Thank heavens. So thank you, everybody. Take care. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thank you. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead.